Welcome to another episode of the Marine AFC podcast. I'm with Tom and Max, and we have just started our journey to Merthyr Tydfil. I think we're heading towards Warrington for the first pickup, and we just wanted to have a little brief conversation about the first two games and hopefully a little preview of the third. And even though the first game was South Shields, I think we can only start to talk about what we witnessed 72 hours ago, Tom, was it?
Yeah, it was mad, wasn't it? It's probably the perfect start we could have had to the season at the MTA this season, the way it ended. I think what made it better was the fact that Buxton looked like they were going to score at the end, and then we go up the other pitch, Sinclair Smith shoots from 30 yards and it goes into the net to win it at the end. So yeah, it was the perfect way to start life at the MTA in 25-26.
Yeah, I think Buxton was the first team we beat last season as well. Exact same scoreline, 2-1, except it was at their place. Like you said, it looked like it was going to go the other way. We were ahead in the 10th minute, and then we led for 70 odd minutes, and then the super goal, the wonder goal. I've got Sean's just decided to come next to us, and you were one of the two people who were on the gantry when the goal got in, so you got a natural view of how it went. When Matthew McDonald got that ball, Sean, what was going through your head?
Nothing. I actually don't know. Nothing. Don't really know. It was a bit mad. I couldn't believe it went in.
So, Tom, did you expect Matthew to score? Take a shot, or were you expecting it to go to Finn or on the right?
I mean, he was sitting the edge too by the crowd, people around me and stuff. And when he gave it to Sinclair Smith, you sort of felt he had to. But the goalkeeper being so far off his line, so far out of his box, and when he did, the place just erupted, didn't it? It was special. It was good to see, and I haven't seen many moments like that at my time at Marine.
Yeah, I think it had an XG rating of 0.04, so for anyone who doesn't know XG, a 1 is a certain goal and 0 is an impossible goal, and they were expecting 4 times out of 100 for that goal to go in, and like you said, he picked the exact right spot. It couldn't have been more perfectly placed for the defender not to be able to reach it. And we've got Max next to us, and what was you were doing the social media that day, and I think we were speaking to you before, and you said you couldn't even remember it. You were just too busy doing social media because it got very heavy at the last minute because there was injury time, there was a red card. I'm sure you were still tweeting about that when it happened.
Yeah, I was tweeting, and then you hear the crowd roll, look up, and the goalie's halfway up the pitch, and the ball's with Matty McDonald, and then obviously ends up with Finn Sinclair Smith, and the rest is history, sort of thing, But I think it was just a great game overall, really. Like, especially the first half was pretty dominant for Marine, and then the second half then just goes to show that as you said, as Tom mentioned before, it did probably look like Buxton were going to be the team, if anyone, to go on and win it. But it just goes to show that even when Marine are in a position like that, they're still capable to go forward and nick a late winner. So positive signs, definitely.
Yeah, and we had all the media after it, and I know it's easy to rely on the fact that it was Finn who did the goal, but there was so much other positives to take out of that team apart from him. Like, Newell was the one who poached the first goal. Players like Sloan did very well. Merthyr in goal had made a couple of really crucial saves in the second half, which may have led to a Buxton winner. But if we want to go back a week, we also played South Shields. It was another long journey. In some ways, it was a much better Marine side that week than it was on Buxton week. They hardly fouled at all, which must have been a strategy by Bobby. The XG was higher than South Shields, but it was just South Shields who got the goal that they needed to, and unfortunately we couldn't get the job done in front of goal, which was the complete opposite of what we just saw 3 days ago. Moving on to Merthyr. Max, you started your research for this about 25 seconds ago. What have you learned so far?
Well, I think I've just about wrote the title, Adam, to be honest. I didn't get very far before this podcast, but yeah, I think there's probably not much research to be done. I think it's pretty going into it blind, really. Don't really know what to expect from this Merthyr side. Obviously, they've started the season brilliantly in terms of, from their point of view, 5 goals as well in the past 2 games, so a team that can score, and that was at home and away from home. So yeah, I expect maybe a scrappy game, because it'll probably have to be from a Marine point of view when you're going in. Not really. Well, obviously the coaching staff know more than me, but they'll know what to expect. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Don't really know what to expect. Hopefully, a similar performance to Buxton should come away with a point, maybe 3. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, they were essentially the Macclesfield of last season in their league. They were utterly dominant. Lost a couple of games at home, but they were marked by a lot of people as one of the teams to go down this season. We didn't make such a prediction, but they have been unbeaten and no one has scored a goal against them so far, and it's a long Tuesday which is going to benefit them and hurt us. But the opposite side of things for the whole season, Tom, is that they're going to have to do these trips a lot more than we are to go up north.
Yeah, of course, and I think last season we struggled, is that right in saying we struggled on the Tuesday aways? So hopefully new manager, new beginnings, so yeah, hopefully tonight a good result, especially to back up Saturday as well. Fans are all still on high, I'm sure the players are, so yeah, hoping for a good result tonight.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head those Tuesdays. There was Rushall, Oxford City. I think we did well against Kidderminster. Can you think of any others?
We beat Buxton as well. That was on a Tuesday night, wasn't it? We beat Buxton. I think that was one of the only ones. Was that a Tuesday?
I don't believe so. I think we were away on a Saturday, or bank holiday Monday maybe.
I just remember being in the dark.
In the dark?
Yes.
Maybe it was in the dark, as winter is.
3 o'clock on a Saturday could be done.
So yeah, we just wanted to check in. It's a short episode because we're currently on a nice little table in the middle of the coach, but we're about to reach B&Q Warrington, which is the pivotal time when a lot of the players get on who are around from this area, and they'll be kicking us out of this area. So if we don't speak to you again with anyone else on the mic, just wanted to check in, and we'll see you on the other side of Merthyr Town. So have a good night.